What is up, Moonlight Army? Welcome back to another episode of Elden Ring. Today we're going to continue our trek to Stormvale Castle, but first we're going to take care of a very important NPC invader. You're just going to ignore those wolves. And this is Recusant Henricus. He is part of the Volcano Manor. And this is the Limgrave Coliseum. You can do PvP here as well as a few separate areas. So we're going to head back to Stormhill Shack. We're going to make our way up towards the Stormvale Castle. Now, for this next fight is going to be Margit, the Fell Omen, and we do have the option to summon Sorcerer Rogier. So let's go ahead and do that. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and put on the Margit's Shackle.
In search of the Elden Ring, emboldened by the flame of ambition. smoldering with thy meager
Now, we've actually encountered the hands of the Fell Omen before. They are the Knight's Cavalry. They hunt the Tarnished.
You there? Come over here, would you? You're tarnished, aren't you? I would advise against taking the main gate into the castle. It's tightly guarded by hardened old hands. Oh, try the opening right here. The guards don't know about it. You'll breach the castle undetected. Yes, that's the spirit. You're just the kind of tarnished that I like. I pray for your success.
And that was Gatekeeper Gostock. And he is more or less a servant of Godric the Grafted. And as you can tell, he's also missing an arm, which tells us that he likely lost it to Godric at one point. And Stormvale Castle is the first of several legacy dungeons where most of the shard bearers and late game bosses are. This one houses, as I previously mentioned, Godric the Grafted, the decrepit demigod and descendant of the golden lineage. Now, before we continue through to Godric, we're going to take a little bit of a detour down below here. Put on a parry shield, because we do have yet another Crucible Knight down there. That'll give us yet another Crucible incantation. And from that one we received the Storm Assault. There we go. And from that Crucible Knight, we received the Aspect of the Crucible Horns incantation. Let's go ahead and get a quick read of that one. One of the ancient Erdtree incantations creates a mighty horn of the caster's shoulder to gore foes from a low stance. Charging allows the caster to barrel into foes before delivering the final attack. This is a manifestation of the Erdtree's primal energies, an aspect of the primordial crucible where all life was once blended together.
Another one, all skin and bones. Worse than a petty squire. Oh, you. For God's sake, don't scare me like that. Oh. What? Oh, just clearing out some corpses? Can't just leave them about, you know? They'll start to pong, eh? Oh, hello. No, don't you mind me for a minute. It's my job to keep the grounds clean. Oh, hello. It's my...
The Mimic's Veil. Let's take a quick look at that one as well. It does give us some information about the Shattering and about Godric. Golden Veil of intricate design. Uses FP to mimic nearby objects. When Godric was hounded from Leyndell, the royal capital, this was one of the multitude of treasures he took with him, also known as Marika's Mischief. And here we have a painting of Godfrey, the first Elden Lord, with the Beast Regent Siraj on his back. Godfrey was one of the founding members of the Golden Lineage, alongside Queen Marika, the Eternal. From them were born Godwyn the Golden, the first demigod to fall during the Shattering, as well as Morgott and Mohg, the Lord of Blood, as well as the Omen Kings. Chrysalid's Memento. Memento left by the Chrysalid sacrificed for grafting. A brooch wrapped in red velvet. Traces of blood are visible. Faintly visible spirits try to convey something, but their voices cannot be heard. And the Chrysalids are what the Heartbroken Maiden was telling us about. So, once we get this shortcut unlocked, let's head over there real fast.
Pleasure to see you. Did you give the little chrysalids the message that I love them and that despite my craven heart, I'm sure I'll be joining their club soon enough? What's this? A keepsake from my men. Oh, goodness me, I can't. They all believed in me. They all thought I'd make something of myself. Me, who can't do anything. I think I'll head to the Round Table Hold. Perhaps I'll find my purpose there. think I'll head to the Hapsal farm.
Okay, let's go ahead and finish up the rest of this castle. Another omen. Cursed by the crucible at birth. And the prophecy painting. So let's take a quick look at that one. Okay. We'll take care of that one once we finish up Stormvale. Okay. And up ahead here, we're going to be seeing a... I want to say it's referred to as a vestige of Godwin the Golden, who was corrupted by the Rune of Destined Death after his assassination during the Night of the Black Knives, which was the catalyst for the shattering and the Prince of Death's pustule. A fetid pustule taken from facial flesh raises vitality. Vitality governs resistance to the effects of death. It is said this pustule came from the visage of the Prince of Death. He who used to be called Godwin is first dead of the demigods. It's said that he's buried deep under the capital at the Erdtree's roots. Then we also have the Prince of Death's cyst. Okay. No, it's essentially the same description there. We also have, or at least should have, it's normally a blood stain right there, but maybe we just haven't had a chance to talk to Rogier yet. And the misericord.
Be proud. You were a fine warrior. Your only mistake was your choice of master. Let the winds lift you to a higher place. Well, who do we have here? Tarnished, are you? Clearly not one of Godric's lot. I am Nefeli Lu. Tarnished and warrior, like you. I'm here by decree of my father. How utterly repellent this is. This grafting of Godric's ill befits a lord. He's tainted the very winds. If you intend to challenge Godric, I ask you call upon me. The winds run foul with his deeds. I'm certain Father would permit me aid the fight. Apologies, but I've idled long enough. As fellow Tarnished, we must each follow our own guidance, down whatever road takes us to the throne of Elden Lord.
Ah, nice to meet you. The pleasure's mine. Roger is the name. A sorcerer, as you might have guessed. I'm looking for a little something here in the castle. When I'm not hot-footing it from the troops, that is. But enough about me. What are you doing here in Stormvale Castle? This place is bristling with Tarnished hunters, you know. They sacrifice our kind for grafting. Not exactly a place I'd stroll into without a purpose in mind. I see. Here to challenge Godric and lay your hands upon a great rune, are you? You can see it then, I take it. The guidance of grace. Well, enjoy it while you can. I'm Tarnished, like you. But unlike you, I've seen neither hide nor hair of this guidance for the longest time. Still, I won't forget how it felt when I first came here, to the lands between. I'm privy to a few magical battle arts. Would you care to learn one? As a fellow Tarnished, once guided by grace, I'd love to help you out, if it please.
Mighty dragon, thou'rt a true-born heir. Lend me thy strength, O kindred. Deliver me unto greater heights. Well. I command thee, kneel! I lord of all that is golden. Of dragons, lend me thy strength.
And that was Godric the Grafted. Let's take a quick read of his remembrance. Remembrance of Godric the Grafted. Hewn into the Erd tree, the power of its namesake can be unlocked by the finger reader. Alternatively, it can be used to gain a great bounty of runes. A feeble man sought power through the grotesque act of grafting. One day we'll return together to our home, bathed in rays of gold. We also received his Great Rune. The Great Rune of the Shardbearer Godric, devoid of any benediction. Seek the divine tower of Limgrave, which stands beyond the great bridge from Stormvale Castle.
Forgive me. I've been testing you to see whether or not grace truly does guide you, and whether you are fit to face the challenge that entails. It seems my worries were unfounded. Torrent had your measure from the very start, whereas I merely pretended. There is but one other thing I can do to offer you guidance. I can take you to the Round Table Hall, gathering place of tarnished champions, guided by grace. Very well. Let my hand rest upon you for but a moment.
This is a rare occasion. I can't remember the last time a new Tarnished made their way to the Round Table. Very well. As your senior, bid you welcome. It is safe here. You may let down your guard. Allow me a word of advice. As your senior, you are a mere visitor to the Round Table. Nothing more. A house guest. Yet to earn their keep. Remember your place, newcomer. There's nothing left to say. Be at your leisure. There's nothing left.
Oh, I see you've just arrived. Welcome to the Round Table Hold. I'm Corin, a man of the cloth. I teach incantations, the strength granted us by the Two Fingers, and explore the secrets of the Golden Order, so that one day, if a tarnished of the Round Table Hold should become Elden Lord, I might come ensuring order regains its proper form, righting rule over men. By the way, do you still see it? The guidance of grace. You do? Wonderful news. Most tarnished are blind to it these days. You are something of a rare breed. Well, what do you say? Care to learn an incantation of the Two Fingers? May the Golden Order shine through you.
Ah. Hello again. You haven't gone to see Garank yet, have you? Well, no rush. You do as you please. Just as long as he doesn't starve to death, eh? Go to Garank only if you feel the time is right. Killing those who live in death and weeding their death root is a path not to be trod without ample resolve. Go to Garank, killing those who live in is a path.
Ah, hello. You must be new here. Well, just call me Dialos. The honor of one's house holds little import in these lands. By the way, have you met a young woman named Lanya on your travels? She's my servant, but fickle as the wind. Take your eyes off her for but a moment and she's good as gone. If you find her, please be sure to tell me. Be sure to tell me if you meet a young woman named Lanya. She's a servant to my house. She's been my companion since childhood. I've lost count of the number of times I've had to find her like this. Honestly, she's such a little tomboy. Be sure to tell me she's a servant to my house. She's been my companion. I've lost count of the honestly.
Greetings. Nice to see you again. My name is Roderica. I should have told you sooner. Isn't this place impressive though? The Round Table Hold. Covert quarters of the Two Fingers. And gathering place of champions who vie to become Elden Lord. I never knew the guidance bestowed upon us tarnished had such fantastic roots, although it's all a bit much for me, in truth. I'm still looking for my own purpose. Oh, and please allow me to express my thanks for giving me that keepsake from my men. It was as if I was frozen with self-pity. I failed them at every turn. You have my gratitude. Please, take this. It's all a bit much for me, in truth. I'm still looking for my own purpose.
You're a new face. No matter. It's all the same. Lay out your arms. Let's get smithing. The girly boy here. She's crestfallen and can scarcely swing a blade. But she has a gift for spirit tuning. I saw another one like her long ago. Their eyes share the same hue.
I see you've noticed the chains. Nothing special. I'm a prisoner and these are my chains. I'm trapped by the hold. I'm dying, smithing for you fools. That's all there is to it. No, don't read too much into it. I've no grudge against you. My being a prisoner is no fault of yours. Besides, I don't mind smithing. Despite my differences, the weapons get stronger all the same. Even time. Technique never fails. Besides, it helps me forget. The sheer terror of her.
It's all a bit much for me, in truth. I'm still You're telling me I possess some kind of gift? I don't believe you. But if I do have this talent, and goodness knows it would be my first, I suppose I should try to hone it, shouldn't I? I'll ask Master Hugh to teach me. Certainly he does appear intimidating and holds no love for us tarnished. But I know he's trapped here at the Round Table Hold, so I can tell. He's a gentle soul underneath it all.
Back already, no matter. The girl. What about her? Are you out of your mind? Who'd stay with an ugly brute who only knows how to smith? Absurd. Besides, she'd never agree to it. I refuse to believe it. I don't doubt you, but I know when something's too good to be true.
If I do have a talent for, I suppose I'll ask Master.
Greetings, great champion called by grace. I am Fia. Circumstances have compelled my stay at the Round Table Hold. Great champion, would you allow me to hold you? But briefly, perhaps you might share with me some of your lively vigor and your stout-heartedness. Doing so will grant me the warmth of a champion, and you, I am sure, will bear a Balderkin's blessing. Do you think it vulgar, perhaps? Where I come from, it is a sacred act. Ah, my thanks, great champion. You are very warm. What you felt light up inside you was a Balderkin's blessing. Though it is but a fleeting thing, I am afraid. Come back to me, should you require another. I will take you in my arms as often as you need.
Okay, so up next we're going to first grab the next painting solution from behind the Church of Pilgrimage. Warhawk ashes. Spirit of a Stormvale Warhawk, the talons of which have been sliced off so that razor-fine swords could be grafted in their place. With its lord vanquished and its wings wounded, the hawk perished as it solemnly gazed at its former home. The storm is a Warhawk's cradle. And finally, we are going to head to the... Let's see... We'll head to the lift side chamber and we'll head down towards the Divine Tower. And we're running short on time, so we're just gonna make a bit of a speed run. Ignore all the enemies, and hopefully get this in before the hour mark. And here we are at the Divine Tower of Limgrave. And with very little time to spare, so we're going to try, hopefully the lift won't take too long for us to get the Great Room before time runs out for this recording. Should have about 2.5 minutes if we're lucky. restored our first great rune. And that'll be it for today, everybody. I would like to thank you all for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the Moonlight Warrior channel, as well as our Twitch channel, Sir Zombashes. We appreciate your time. We appreciate your viewership. Have a great day.